Good evening and welcome. So it's a little bit of a... let's see if the sound is on. Yes, sound is good. Okay, a little bit of a random thing because I was planning on maybe playing something new today, but it didn't really make sense for me to jump into that. So I was like, oh, what are we gonna do then? What are we gonna do? And I recorded an episode today for YouTube of Microtopia, and then I kind of got stuck afterwards just to play it a little bit for myself, and I was like, I can't really figure out how to take the next step, which is kind of, I think it's a little bit symptomatic for this game, Microtopia that is, that it's really difficult to figure out what should be the next step, or how do you even get into the next step. So as you sort of scale up, then you're like, okay, so what are the what are the things we need? In case of that, ask chat. Okay, so chat, what should we play? I was also thinking like maybe just fire up the old Elden Ring and just continue from where we left off, or something like that, or I don't know. So not really. It was a little bit in doubt. So it might not be like a full stream because I don't really. Yes, Microtopia. Yes. Exactly, like outsourcing the good ideas and then steal them for my YouTube videos. So I think that this game still has some legs and still some interesting things to show us. And I'd like to sort of get a little bit further. And I do have a sort of, if you look in the tech tree, then it kind of feels like, okay, there's something that might be like, okay, this might be getting easier, or it might be different, or at least like this whole thing about queens and stuff and the yellow tech is interesting and something I want to at least touch that before we sort of say, okay, we've played this game. So I enjoy the discovery, the results from trial and error. Good. I haven't. I have a small suggestion for Microtopia. I added some extra storage after the old gate, so that carry stuff around when they leave, instead of trash cans. Use stockpiles. Sure, you can do that if you have the space for it, because stockpiles are free. It's kind of something I have to remember. Oh my god, is that a fucking hype train? I fucking hate this. God damn it. I hate this fucking thing. It is pissing me off so much. This is annoying because it completely invalidates the worth of hype trains. God damn it. I'm so annoyed about it, as you can probably tell. I don't know how to stop this. Now I have disabled the hype trains. But as soon as I go back in, it has enabled it again. So it's apparently impossible to disable hype trains. Great. When I disable it and click out of the category, then I click back in, it's just enabled again. So there's no way to disable hype trains. Yeah. It annoys me because it's fucking annoying because we're not getting hype trains these days, and of course it's more like a matter of the games and the economic situation in the world. But aside from that, it's only an American company one-sided deciding to mess with your income. Why would that upset you? Oh, it gets worse than that because I get a 30% tax withdrawal on YouTube now. So I lose 30% of my income on YouTube and have done since October. I submitted proof of residence, but they did not think that my passport was a proof of residence in a country, and then it's about something new. And every time I sort of have to wait some time, and they will still withhold my taxes, 30% of my income on YouTube. And yeah, and there's no way I'm gonna get that back. I'm not gonna be able to prove my residence. I've now talked to the Danish tax authorities today, and they have 60-day delivery of sort of a official proof of residence document, and I guarantee you when I submit that, it's not going to work. They're just going to reject it, and I can't figure out why, and I can't do anything about it. I've submitted every single part of official document I have, and that all my driver's license, my social security, my passport, and it's just like rejected, not sufficient. So yeah, now I'm just taking a 30% cut in income on YouTube because fucking awful. Yeah, and it's exactly you guessed it, October, November, December. Yeah, those were the good months. So that's a 30% lower income there. And I'm doing my accounting now, and I just noticed that it was withholding it. I was like, oh yeah, but they're processing it now that it works, right? And then I saw, no, it doesn't work. It's still rejected. Um, yeah. So thank you, Isolda. Thank you for the 29 months. And Stefano, thank you for the 47 months. YouTube simply applies to your citizen of US. No, that's not how it works. But you have to prove that you reside in a country that has a double taxation agreement with the US. And if you can't prove that, then they have to withhold 30% of your income. And Denmark has a double tax agreement with the US, but for some reason they have, after 8 years of content creation, decided that it's not good enough. And there's nothing I can do about it. So, Stefano, thank you for the 47 months. And Volgrath, thank you for the 21 months. So they make more money. No, they don't make more money. It's taxes. It's nothing to do with them making more money. It's they have to submit it for tax authorities, withholding it for tax authorities. So I don't think it's Google that keeps it. I think that it's the IRS or something. I don't know. Maybe they have to hold it in escrow until. But anyway, it's not great. Ask them what kind of proof. How exactly am I going to ask them? Because whenever you get in touch with, you get a fucking AI that will just spew the same garbage of look in the FAQ or have you tried or please do. And then it's like, yeah, that's exactly what I did. But, oh, I don't understand your question. Have you tried looking at FAQ? Here's a link to the FAQ. So, yeah. So you won't get that 30% at all. I'm going to keep trying to get it, but I have very, very low hopes of it. If it's worked for 8 years and it suddenly stops working, then it's because they've changed their requirements. So and for some reason that doesn't work. So there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, there's obviously something I can do about it. I can keep trying, but yeah. Can you at least get those taxes? No, because that's the whole point of it. Danish government has not received those taxes, so of course it doesn't count for the Danish taxes. Obviously, it's I have to pay Danish taxes, and it's the whole idea is with a double taxation is that you only get taxed in one country. Makes sense, but if you can't prove it, it has to be proven to the U.S. in this case that they are not supposed to be withholding taxes because I'm a foreigner working in the US or working for a US company. So, nope. I'm not battling it, but it's just, they do like a minor change or something expires after 7 years or something. And then, but in the meantime, they've changed the requirements for what it is. And then, everything is just automated. So it's just submit a form. If it doesn't fit, then something runs through automatic, and if there's a spelling mistake or if there's some minor thing, then it'll just be like rejected, and you can't get in hold of someone who said like, why is it rejected? Because it's all fucking AI now. So yeah, I honestly have no hope of getting anything except just accepting that I now make 30% less on YouTube. So do you have a tax advisor? It doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference. I don't have a tax advisor because the ones I've had, they don't understand anything about U.S. business. It's a kind of a niche thing, and it would be their job, yes, but then I'll pay 10,000 euro for a tax advisor who will do exactly what I can do, like, so. I don't know. I'm gonna try this myself, and it'll basically take the majority of 2025 to just iterate and do this, and then try and figure out. Because right now, all I can do is wait for the document to come from the Danish tax authorities, which will take 2 months, and then I can submit that, and then I can wait another 2 months for Google to process it and then reject it, and then I can try to get in touch with someone at YouTube and or AdSense, and then see if I can get hold of a real human. But that'll be like summer at best, and then from there, who knows what's going to happen. So hiring someone to sit and wait for 2 months is not really going to do much for me. So yeah, get what you deserve. Thank you. I hope so too. It's these frustrating things, and we haven't even got to the worst part when I have to pay 30% tax in the U.S. and 50% tax in 52% tax in Denmark, plus 8% some insurance thing. Like, so yeah, great. Yeah, so it kind of sucks, but at least the stocks are going up. Oh, wait a minute, they don't. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating with that, because it's frustrating when you're fighting against bureaucracy. It's just one of those things where, as long as the sort of the bureaucracy is there in the background, then like from an aggregate perspective, it kind of works. Like, but it's the slowness and the awfulness of bureaucracy, and there will always be like individual cases. But then you get in touch with it yourself and have to interact with it, and then oh my god, that's horrible. Like, at least for the Danish tax authority, it's really nice that everything can be done online. Even if other countries want a stamp, then at least I can submit it to the Danish tax authorities online, and they will stamp it and then send it online back to me. That's at least something. But they have to stamp it because they need that official stamp. So yeah, some countries, right? So the joy of being a full-time content creator, I mean, that's the joy of being self-employed. You have to, you can't just rely on your employer paying you every month. But then again, there's all sorts of other things. Like, no one is firing me for no reason, right? So it's there are ups and downs, and there are more ups than downs. So I wouldn't trade it at all. But it's like this once a year when I do my taxes and have to report all the taxes and have to figure out how my accounting thing work, and figure out that I've been fucking paying for Game Pass Ultimate for the last year, and it took like an hour to figure out how to cancel it, because it wasn't on my account, it was on my son's account. But every time I logged into my son's account, it would just bounce me off to my account, or I could see that he had a Game Pass. When I clicked on it, it went to my account and my subscription, where it said you don't have any subscription, so I couldn't figure out how to cancel it. So just always these kind of things, right? Yeah, so there's a lot of things that just like, oh man, did I really have that subscription running for a full year of not using it? Because I wanted my son to just have Game Pass so he could just download games, but he's not doing it, so who cares? So. Heimdall, thank you for the 60 months, much appreciated. So it's one of those things where when things just kind of, when you sort of bounce up against those sort of the guardrails, and then you kind of go, oh shit, I'm kind of concerned. Well, like, whether it's a little thing like the hype trains, it's one of those things where it might just be a bug on the Twitch side that I can't do anything about, and they might be like, oh yeah, it's a known issue. Are you gonna fix it? Because it's kind of impacting. So let's check a patron subscription in the background. Yes, that's true. Yeah, so it's kind of, once everything is running, then it's smooth sailing and things are working. It's exactly like life is like our factories. When things are running, it's amazing, but as soon as something stops running, you're just marveling at the fact that it's been running at all, because oh my god, so many things have to go right for things to actually work, but only a little teeny tiny thing has to go wrong before the whole thing comes crashing down. And yeah, isn't that life? So a lot of things have to go right for things to work smoothly. Luckily, most things are going right, so no general complaints here. It's these things, right? There will always be a biggest thing, no matter whether your biggest thing is a minor thing like hype trains triggering spontaneously, or if you're struggling to put food on the table. There will always be a biggest thing that you can focus on, right? Yeah, no general complaints, only specific ones. Absolutely. Hey, Sujin, thank you for the 5 months, 9 months.
Our illustrious
Yeah,
champion
I think it's
returns.
like
Welcome home.
it is a national sport to be complaining here in Denmark, so it's kind of what we do. It's called hygge. I was just like sitting complaining about things. So let's put that aside. It's just, sometimes you just need some energy put into it to fix things, and then it gets back on track. It's like when your dishwasher or washing machine suddenly stops working, then it's like, oh my god, your whole world is about, oh shit, I don't have clean clothes. What the hell am I gonna do? How am I gonna fix this? And then once it's back on track, whether you fix it or you get a new one or whatever, then it's like, okay, we're back on not worrying about it. So there are two types of people: those who complain and those who complain about the people complaining. That's it. No, it's it's good. I think that what I do in cases when something is frustrating, whether it's like a thing like this or a dishwasher or a girlfriend or whatever, then I have like a methodology that I have come up with myself, which is of course structured, but it often feels like things just, when it rains it pours. There's a reason for that expression, right? It's like this, then it's like, oh, now the hype trains trigger automatically, and my dishwasher doesn't work, and my girlfriend just something, and I was like, yeah, okay, they are not related, but in my world, it's the entire world conspiring. And then you just have to do a mental exercise of doing a helicopter perspective. And then what I do is I look through some categories that are sort of important for me, like, okay, social, my love life, my financial situation, my happiness with the content creation, my family, like categories of just general categories of life. And then you can go like, okay, sure. If if my financial situation is stable, then all right. It sucks that the hype train is triggering randomly and therefore disabling basically that feature. But it's you're still in a good financial situation. So all right. And if a girlfriend cancels a a thing, then yeah, okay. But overall, you're in a pretty good place. So no worries. Um, it's those kind of things. I try to sort of look at it like that and go like, yeah, but actually, my kids are doing great in sort of in life and having a good time, and they're socially working, and those are the kind of things where if your kids are not thriving, that can sort of override everything else. Or if your financial situation is unstable, then that can also sort of override everything else. But once you sort of go through it and go like, yeah, okay, this is actually good, this is actually good, this is actually good, then all right, sure, there's a little problem here, but in the grand scheme of things, you're 95% happy or something like that. I think that helps for me at least. But then again, I'm also a very rational person. So I don't know. How do you handle when when life throws you a curveball, big or small? I also like, if you get a little bit philosophical here, because why the hell not on a philosophical Wednesday? I have a I have a saying. It's not mine. It's some reverend something random religious dude who said it first. But it's a good saying, so I've adopted it. And that is, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% what how you respond to it. And I love that. And I keep telling myself that. Eat chocolate. I really enjoy the small things, so I tend to actually focus on the little joys. Oh man, it's such a setup for a joke. Hey, Heideminator!
Our illustrious
Day
champion
drinking.
returns.
Getting you out of your hiatus. Thank you for the 67 months. Life gives you lemon, you start future. I'm too naive. Why? Enjoy the little things. Ah, um, You start selling futures on lemon delivery, start investing in lemonade business. The point is that your reaction is always under your control regardless of the situation. Exactly. And I know that this is a it is bordering on victim blaming. And I don't want to go there, obviously. But if you really look at the extreme part, you can see some people who are genuinely unfortunate in life. They've been dealt a really rough hand, and they're super happy and positive. Not everyone, but some people are, and then like, okay, so it's not like you've been dealt a rough hand, so you must be angry and pissed and bitter at life, or you can be dealt a really unfortunate hand with and just have it everything easy, and you have everything you could wish for in the world, and you're just still miserable. And that's a good example of, yeah, it's not actually what happens to you, it's how you respond to it. Hey, Linear J, think of it, 73 months. Can't stay, big meeting shortly. Enjoy your big meeting. So, yeah. But I do find that I think the best case for me was when my now ex-wife, of course, like it's 9 years ago, said she wanted a divorce. Then I could have done as so many other men did, getting bitter and basically just hating women and just feeling distrustful and just being, yeah, bitter. There's a lot of men who get bitter when it turns out their wife was cheating on you and they want to get the divorce. But it happens. Or I was immediately thinking, what is the opportunity in this? And there were three things. I wanted to get a Tesla, I wanted to try this Tinder thing, and I wanted to start a YouTube channel. And well, I'm not on Tinder anymore, and I don't have a Tesla anymore, but the YouTube thing is stuck with us. So, so and then it was like, okay, so yeah, this is what happens, and it's gonna suck, and it's gonna be hard for the kids, and financial is gonna be really insecure, and all these things. But there's also an opportunity here. It's like now I can actually start that YouTube channel that I've been dreaming about, which I was sort of had postponed until my next life because I couldn't do it when sort of having a family. Oh, probably more people in Europe don't buy Teslas anymore. Oh, no, no, no. Um, Definitely don't want to buy a swastika anymore. Episode of depression where you always find the best in any situation. Yeah, but I think it's also like if you're not sort of in a chronic depression, then it's also something you can take an active choice, and you can go like, oh, that sucks. But oh, I got fired. Yeah, that sucks. That objectively sucks. But it could also be the opportunity where you've been dreaming about starting your own business for the last 3 years, but you just never dared to take the step. Well, you got your severance, hopefully, and now you have that opportunity to jump into that life as self-employed, and then there might be a gift in that. And I mean, that's how it kind of got was so was I went to a full-time content creator as part of that kind of transition, right? So you can actually look at opportunities in things that happen, and of course things that may still suck, but it's about sort of, are you gonna stay in that suck, or are you just gonna be embracing the suck and moving on? So I think that's it's something that I genuinely always try to do. And it doesn't mean like I'm not like the happy-go-lucky where anything bad that happens you just kind of brush it off and go like, okay, that's now it's a coping mechanism. But there's also this part about, you can see that people who've been subject to the same kind of ups and downs that life has to offer, and some people are just angry and bitter at life, and other people are taking it in strides and moving on and transitioning to other things. And yeah, I try to do that. So that's my little life lesson for tonight, at least for now. So, sorry, I saw that. It's not you, it's me. Don't. It's me. It's me being inappropriate. I'll try not to. One thing likes add up. The big things take care of themselves. I don't know about the small things in life. I don't really understand it. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I do understand it, but I'm also just kind of like, what are the small things in life that sort of cheer you up? I'm not being sort of facetious or just contrarian about it, but it kind of feels a little bit like a motivational poster, or it's like or a commercial for chocolate. Like, oh, it's the little things in life that cheer you up. And like, yeah, you just want to sell more chocolate, right? And I'm like, and but I do on the other hand, I'm also very fond of just going for a walk and just enjoying the weather, whatever the weather is like, and just enjoying that I can go for a walk. So I think uh, I think I agree with it, but I just don't really understand it. But I think that it's maybe what I would say in my case is that it's more like stopping to appreciate the things that are working or that are good, that you might forget to appreciate, which is probably the same thing. Appreciate the small things. For someone with a big parcel coming out of the post office. Yeah. Um, I knew it was that kind of thing that was sort of be an example, and yeah, sure, like letting someone in when they in traffic, or giving a seat to an elderly, or something like that in public transport, something like that. But I'm more like I I appreciate almost every day that I don't have a 9 to 5, which is it's not a small thing, but it's something that I consciously remember to appreciate. I don't take it for granted. And sometimes I need to take public transportation just to just to appreciate that I don't have to do that. Sometimes I need to get stuck in traffic, and if I get stuck in traffic, instead of being frustrated about it, I go like, oh man, I used to be stuck in traffic 2 hours every day. Now I don't. So the fact that I'm stuck in traffic like once in a blue moon, then sure. That just reminds me of the privilege and appreciation that I don't have to do that all the time. Oh, wow. G Wolf, thank you so much for the 35 months of tier 3. 6 month streak. One more for 3 years, and now I disappear for another month. Oh, no. Well, I do appreciate it then that you are maintaining your sub. So, that's very true to my story, and nice to hear. Good, good. Well, I mean the activities and events that happen every day, also reframing the everyday problems with the question, will being unhappy make a difference in 10 years' time? Yes. I was also thinking about something. Like I don't have a lot of expenses, so I don't spend money frivolously on things. And then um, I my my girlfriends were sort of, one was having like this fantasy about being as a triad in public, and the other one was with it, and we were all good. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna book a spa retreat, an expensive spa retreat for us in a weekend, because this is gonna be a core memory. And fuck it if I need a new fancy lamp or a new 4K monitor. I think a weekend as a triad is a little more important to my life happiness than a thing. So yeah, just kind of going for the experiences, going for the experience, because I'm pretty sure every time you use that plural makes me smile. Well, it makes me smile too. So yeah, that's it's it's not a small thing. It's something I'm really appreciative of every day. So I look from time to time. Just not chatting as much as I used to. That's totally fine. Everyone can consume the content as they see fit. And it's about not chasing the next big thing again and again, and try to be grateful about what you have. Yes, that actually kind of goes with something that I've learned from my tantric studies, is that's kind of living tantric is you are in the now. Whatever you're doing that thing. You're being extremely present on the thing that you're doing right now, instead of always sort of planning for the future, always just looking forward to, oh my God, it's going to be so great, that next thing, oh, next Christmas, next summer, oh, I'm looking forward, so much forward to summer vacation, or that party is going to be the best. And or wallowing in the past, whether that's a negative or it's like with rose-colored glasses, just looking at, oh, do you remember that time? Oh, that was so cool. And I'm like, yeah, but we're sitting here among friends, and if all we're doing is looking back 20 years, reminiscing about the good old times, or talking about how great it's going to be next time, like, be present, be here in the now. Hendrik Starr, you know the best life. Thank you. It's also what I'm saying. I'm not complaining that maybe the high train is not triggering as much as well as I had hoped. So, there's something to be said for just personal forgiveness or acceptance. What you did was what you did. Focus on the present. Live those seconds like they're precious. Yes, that's also kind of also what I'm saying here. Like, I try to really be present at what I do, and just enjoy the moment. And that doesn't mean like you're not planning for the future, but it means that you don't spend effort on being in the future instead of being in the now. So yeah, but okay, so that thing about the true government, it's not as easy as it sounds. It is a lot of effort and a lot of things that most people would not be okay with. So doesn't sound easy. No, it doesn't. But it's also like we have open relationships, so all of us are also seeing other people, which is something that, judging by what here, is that not a lot of people are okay with. And you got to get past the jealousy and feelings of inadequacy and all that stuff. And then, yeah, which is the tough part about, I think the tough part about polyamory is you doing something that your partner might not like, or your partner doing something that you might not like. And the easy solution to that is just saying you can't do, or I'm not allowed to. But I just don't believe in that. I think it's about accepting it and be happy about it. So yeah, communication boundaries. No communication, no boundaries. The only boundaries we have is about the safe sex. That's it. And I can be, yeah. It's the easy way to ensure failure. Exactly. So time management is also that. Yeah, polyamory is a kink for people who love love calendar juggling. Uh, so, so you gotta have the time to do that, to spend on that and be open. But anyway, yeah. To specific personal boundaries, yeah. I mean, you got to take care of yourself. But I think there's a very big learning, and this is something that is it's also something that's very prevalent in the tantric community, and it's sort of this self-development community, which is kind of opposite of what I generally hear the discussion. Also, as a sexologist, like, it's this idea that if I'm jealous, that's because you do something. Like, no, I'm being jealous has nothing to do with anyone else. It's something that lives entirely within me. It's a feeling. It's okay, but it has nothing to do with anyone else. It should not be someone else who should stop doing something to make me jealous. I have to figure out, why am I getting jealous? What is the thing that makes me jealous, and how can I be in that, work with that, accept it, embrace it, get over it. And yeah, it's I think that's not an easy task, and most people kind of, even in the open community, I think that a lot of people are just like setting these boundaries for each other, and kind of just kind of avoiding the tough things, because you kind of like, oh, you're not allowed to see the same person more than 3 times, or you're not allowed to sleep together, you're not allowed to something, you're not allowed to, it's only allowed to be meeting each other in a club or something, or a hotel room, and never at home, or so you, whatever. People have the weirdest rules. So learning compassion, maybe, well, accepting jealousy is not the easiest transition. No, it's not, but it's great. So yeah. Anyway, that's a little bit of a different topic than ants, but I find it interesting, and it's not like we must get into this game and really play it for all 4 hours. So I was kind of getting compersion. Oh, being happy because your partner experiences something fulfilling. Oh, that's a nice word. I know the word in Danish, but I didn't know compersion. Oh, being happy because your partner experiences something fulfilling. Yeah, that's a great word. I need that. I need to store that one. Thank you, Fredrik. Because that's a really important thing. When you can truly say that you're happy for your partner experiencing something good where you're not part of it, where you're just like happy for them genuinely, and not just like, oh, I'm happy for you, or feeling that you have to do the equivalent now because that has to be even. Stay effective. Yes. Back to work. Gotta stay effective. Thanks for sharing. Oh, you're welcome. And thank you for participating. And get back to work. Let's get all back to work. Yeah. So I'm always... I always find these interesting topics. And I wish I had an outlet for talking about these things. But I don't really have that. But I don't know. I wish one day. So one day I'll figure out a way to do that as well, but not today. So we're starting up at the end of, a little bit beyond the end of my at the end of my episode 4 on YouTube. And then what I've done after that was just started working on this island because I need to get over here, and I just realized something that wasn't really necessary, but I tried it anyway. Why is it not working? What are you carrying? I wish we could see what they're carrying. That's one of the weird things here. Like, you're carrying something, but what is it you're carrying? You died. Dude. Well, you're probably carrying whatever is in here. Fabric. Resin. Oh, that's resin. Oh, right. Oh, right. I know. That's because I didn't get I was supposed to get a resin storage. The whole point was that I wanted to get resin here from this island. So they're picking up the resin and then just losing it. Oops, because I forgot the place to store it. Oops. Alright, so this is, I'm building this so that I can make some light bulb. Some light bulb things here, right? You are, oh, you need to have an old filter. So you can get into that one. Oh, you're kind of dead, aren't you? Oh, okay, we're gonna lose these. Damn. Because here I was just kind of getting some resin. Why? Oh, they can't. Oh, they can't do that anymore. Okay, yeah. Because once they lose their pod, then they can no longer forage. Okay, so those are just lost. Or maybe we can we? No. Nah, forget it. They're done. They're done for. And this is still a problem that we don't have any. think it's that one. I'm having like one of the big issues about that I have in this game is that transporting things between islands is extremely inefficient. Like obviously I'm flying for too far, but that's because I am actually getting a lot of these inbound. How many? I have way too many. Okay, so now actually I don't think we need any more here. Yeah, I don't want to bring any more over to that island. So if I don't want to bring anything over, then I could just land here instead, and that would be a much faster back and forth. Because the only thing that I want is I want to bring this back. So we can make it a lot faster, the round trip thing. I know I'm kind of in the middle of sort of my own train of thought here with this, but I want to optimize my islands, or not optimize, but just kind of get them a little bit better. What is this now? And then go back in. It's basically the things I want to transfer from here, and that's glass as well. I want to call it ice, but that's it's not. It's glass. And the last one is here. That's light bulbs, because it's easy to make the light bulbs. They're more dense. Does that not work now? Are you just stuck because you don't know where to go? Damn. These are connected. Whoop. Oh, you're carrying okay. That's not intended to carry that. Oh, come on. There we go. Why did you not pick up anything? Oh, because I'm an idiot. Of course these have to be normal lines. There you go. I don't know what I'm going to do about you, though, because you can't... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be having you try to remove this as much as possible. There you go. Good. So that should be a much faster back and forth. Game is super cool, but I got a headache once I got to trying to set up multi-island logistics and gave up and went back to DSP with the easy mode logistics. Yeah, I can do that. But isn't on the left more than 150 on... What? Is 159 to the left? Oh, this one? Yeah, this just means that I can't... That you mean like the... it's because I'm just barely not feeding it enough. And then it pops up to the next level. And then it drops down. So it pops up to 200, then I start crafting more or getting more drones, and then it falls down. So I'm just kind of barely not keeping up on the storage here. See, we can see that there's not enough here. That one is here, but it's because this is simply not being fed fast enough from these drones here. I don't know how many we are putting in here. 8. That's a nice... And it's just really complicated what the hell's going on here. Okay, so let's look at the tech tree. So what we have is this core, I don't know what it does, but we can't get it because it's yellow science. We have the main trail, yellow science. We have digger end, yellow science. So all those are blocked off. Deconstructor, we can get that. Accept goods and deconstruct them into their raw components. Don't know what that means, but maybe we get like plates and then can revert it back to something else. Cool. Then we can do a factory. We could do the stockpile gate. No, we can't do the stockpile gate. We got the energy and the beacons. We got the energy usage. Collider we can't do. Iron worker and we unlock that and progress to the next one. So now the only path forward is through the factory. Then we can make the LED and 150 amps. We got that. Smart dispenser, we can't get. LED terminal. A building comprised of many brightly blinking lights which provides insight into the use of light and color when constructed. Which means that we can get that. Okay, and then we get sort of some fancy ants which are fast and some pod worker ants 3. But I think we need that. But basically what this means is, let's see, we can also, 150 ants. Oh yeah, almost. There we go. No, did I get it? No. It has to go bloop, bloop. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There we go. And that opens up here. Then we can get a 200 ants. Well, that's not really happening anytime soon. But we also get the thumper, which is a little bit expensive. A huge building that produces shockwaves in the ground to communicate with other ant colonies. This building allows you to start a nuptial flight at will, eliminating the need to wait a full cycle. Can only be built on desert island. Okay, so we'll build that eventually, but it's probably expensive. And then we actually use the thumper, and then we can go into the polluted island scanner, which is a little bit off. And the tier 2 is... That means we need to get over 200. So we basically can't research anything. The only thing we can do is we can go up here and make the LED terminal, but we don't have the LEDs and the factories and all that stuff. And then it's about getting the yellow science. So yellow science comes from, I believe, this one. Here we got the iron plates, we got the screws, we're working on the glass, and then the resin. This is why I went to the second island, because I was thinking, hey, I see that there are resin in these ones, so let's just harvest that. Good idea. The colors of this game are too strong. Absolutely agree. I'm new to your Twitch. I love your videos. Thank you. Welcome. Sergeant Milfy. Now, the max is not an only a suggestion. The max is the maximum we can produce up to. But when it then flips over to stage 6, stage 7, then we can produce up to 200. But we're not really feeding it enough because we're not harvesting enough out here. Getting enough of that. What we could do is we could bring home some of some of all of this glorious thing here. Because we are out here trying to harvest this. I really wish we could do something better about this. I wonder if we can stockpile this one here. Assign target over here. Actually, let me just check. Assign target. Okay, so it can go a little bit further. I think that these are going to be our saving graces for this, so that they don't have to go back all the time, but they can go out, throw it back, go out, throw it back, go out. I just don't know exactly how I'm going to do this, though. Because these are a little bit expensive to get. But then let's see that, for example, they go up here, and if they'd found something before then, which they haven't, maybe just from the furthest part away here. And then... so that's a carry gate. And it gets it here, and then when it gets over here, it stops and throws it back. But then it can pick up something else. And then it would be nice if I had like another one out here, for example. Don't know if we fill it up. No, we don't. Yeah, those are the screws and the iron that we don't have on this island. I just kind of feel that just getting a little bit of iron built here. We have a lot of things that are not working, or at least not sort of doing much. Maybe it's time for us to expand this a little bit. Good. And then expand up here. That was a mistake. Damn it. Like that. So we got bought ourselves a little bit more room. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Can you change lingers? No. Well, no. You need to bring them into... You can change it into a storage, and then from the storage you can put it into dispenser, but you need an ant to go from the dispenser into the next slinger. So you kind of need it like that. Okay, so what is it I want to do? I want to do some... We do have a lot, but some at least. So I got the better storage, which is really nice because it's actually bigger. Okay, let's... So that's definitely a lot. And then I do carry gates here. That's not a carry gate. That is a carry gate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't cost anything, so why not? Yeah. And this is not being pushed anywhere, so I just push it in here. And then I have to say that it's... Oh. Yeah, it has to be after that intersection point. And that means I need to get stuff inbound here. This is just a bigger stockpile. So we need to branch off here. I'm just kind of... cascade. So what is I'm doing on this cascade? Here I'm saying that it is... Enter, it's not a small digger. That's kind of what I do. So that's the one I do. I do a cascade here that says you are not a small digger. Because it's the only thing I don't want to be putting in here. And then I send you back. And then I tell them how many I want of those on this line. And that will be 3, maybe. And then I bring it back. Old ones. Just bring it directly up here. Good. Whoop, it goes in. You can see the beacons, how fast they move. Out. And yeah, they do some of these small little kinks, but no kink shaming. There you go. So we get 3 in here. So they actually start producing, or start actually getting some iron done. And then that means we need to get up here. We need to build something for iron. And also something for screws, I think. I think we both need iron and screws, but do I want to do this? Do it in one batch? I'm thinking, what if we... Let's try it. So we're starting with a storage, big storage. Then what happens is that they come in and they go in, and then they split up somehow. Let's say they split up in 2. One is going into a smelter. Like that. And the other one is going into a smelter. So far so good. Actually, we get one more smelter out here. And then... Let's be greedy. But this would require 4. This is too much. Let me try this. Yeah, this is too greedy. Because it's not about like the production capacity, it's about the what's about it, it's about how much we can actually build. Like how many drones we can sacrifice on this. Okay, I don't think I can actually do this what I want to do right now. Yeah. And then I'm gonna be doing a cast gate here, which goes. That is not a small digger. Funny how it just defaults to that. And then I'm going to do a counter gate here, which will be 3. And then I'm going to get a... No, not from there. Return gate in here. And then I will get a from here. No, from that one. Place dispenser. Yeah. Alright, let's see if that works. Oh, and we also need a little beacon. For iron and 1 for screws, right? You just undid your default. Well, Lots of Victoria series, not gonna lie. I love it. Thank you. I love it too. Yeah. Okay, what am I... Isn't this working? Why are they not coming in? Didn't someone go in here? What the hell? That's a... Oh yeah, it's because I want a lot of glass. Oh yeah, this doesn't have much time left. Come on. Ah! There you go. That's what you meant. Good. So I pick up. The reason why I need to do this is because I want to make this part, and I can't afford it. Because I don't have the 10 of these. So I need to first get those 10, which means I need to get the other one going here. Oh my god, that sucks. That is crazy. We need to be faster. Damn. This is not good. I don't know if this will eventually keep up because, I mean, it should be. Like, it's a 10-second thing. I can't be producing a new one more than every 10 seconds, right? If they have, like, they have 10 minutes of working time, and I have 19 of those. So, why does it say lifespan? 7.5 minutes. I thought it was 10 minutes. No, 7.5. Ooh, it's not 10 minutes. Ugh. I just don't feel we're getting... Okay, we need to... Yeah, so they get off the main path. Look, they're dancing. If you changed your gate setting while building, it will be your new default. Cool. Alright, so we still have 7 waiting. I want to see this number go down. 6 waiting. It just feels crazy that it's that much because it... Yeah, I'm not actually sending any new ones in here. So if we lose some, we lose some. We use for counted gates as well. Yeah. I just thought it was always defaulting to 1. Okay, so we're not even seeing anyone. We see one old one coming back. Alright, so do we have this? No, we don't. We're still waiting for this to rebuild. Something popped. Oh, that was just a bulb that popped. It's a pretty cool idea, this. Why are you... Oh, you're old. So you're just running around here like an idiot until you lose your green bulb, and then you're gonna go, Wouldn't that be now? 5 seconds still. Okay, so it looks like we are recovering here. This one is built, so I'll change that into making... Nope. Making screws. Cool. So, I want to take you out. And you are now going over here. And then you're going from here into another storage, which is obviously not going to be very big. So I make it the biggest it can be. There. And then I go back onto rotation. Shouldn't that work? It's obviously could get another one in here. Maybe this one can endure having 4, because now we're going to send the next one in, which is fine. So let's actually set this to 4. Maybe that'll work. Down here. And by the time you get in, this will be done. Let's see if they are the same craft time. 4 minutes. Yeah, this looks like about the same craft time. Pretty nice. And then the next one will come in here. Okay, I think this will get us just a little bit of the of these bulbs here. This one will just... Really? 3? Why is it... Enter if... Oh. Oh, right. That was that's only getting the miners. But I don't want the miners right now. Okay, that's also an upgrade to a bigger one, which I'll just be putting here, because then I can collapse them over here, collapse that over here, and then change that to this one, and then all of this goes away. How much we got here? 41, whatever. And then we just take 1. Whew. All right. I think that's good. So we just have to sort of keep mining the copper like this whenever. And the main problem we have is actually down here. Oh, wow, that's actually... You seriously going the wrong direction? Damn. Don't anyone notice that. This should also be switched to a bigger one. Not that we'll ever need it, but we might. Actually, couldn't we just do a full loop around it? Yeah. I think that's good. But unfortunately, this could be anywhere. It has to be after this. Before the pickup of the first one. That's fine because it's picked up here. Good. Change target to that one. We got a little bit upgraded. Now, how many are we actually sending in here? Not enough. Okay. So a few more would be nice over here. See, now I spent a lot of time on this island, where, although maybe some of it was... oh my god, that sucks. These ones, I really wish we could do something about them. Like, I really don't want to waste so many on this. And the damn light bulbs. 18 more. Oh no! Small beacons are not lit. Oh no. It's because this one is empty. Oh shoot. And it's because I am... I wish we could see how many we have, but like a little more than half. Yeah, power is really not working. I think this is the main culprit of it. I'm putting too many in here. And that means too much wood is being, or so much energy is being consumed by this. This is also why I can't maintain this. Anyway, I need to take a break. So. Good. We'll let this run while taking a short break. Be back in 2 minutes. We're back, and let's see if the factory is, the colony is still around. It is. Alright, so our focus should be getting more, because we're also consuming a lot of these for keeping our little ones here alive. I wonder what we could do. These ones are of course dead anyway, and we never got this done. And this has also died off, so everything is dead. Yeah. And I don't really feel like we have spare right now to actually do something. I don't know, I might just be ditching this part and just saying, screw that, we don't need that much science. Unfortunately, that's not entirely true because we need the thumpers, which takes 500. We don't even know how much they cost unless we actually take them. We're not going to need the thumpers anytime soon. How would we get more power? Like, there's an option of having the flyers. Are there flyers still? No? Why do we not have any flyers? Oh, there's one. Huh. Flyers transport. Oh, that's the nuptial flights. That's good. None of them died, none of them repurposed is weird. Though. My iron supply, yeah, you're right. That's another thing, because I only have this stupid mining thing and they're really bad. It's just really bad at mining and I can't recycle them, unfortunately. Because that requires diodes, which I don't have. Which is what I'm trying to make here, actually. That's just one more thing and then we're done with it. One little ice cube more. So. Oh, that's because the ice cubes went over here first. So when we get one more ice cube, then we get the facility, and this facility is actually intended to be making what? Something. Yeah. I'm making a recycler. Yeah, the diodes. But this is all the iron we have, and that sucks. Well, you also have this one. Let's dispense that over to that one. That's actually a lot of drones that are here. It's too many. In times of need, we scale up. Ah, look at that shit. Ah, it's the same thing as on the other island. Go faster. These ones are dying. They're just counting as old. Then let's give them an old.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
Hey, Kenna, thank you for the 45 months. Yeah, too far from the scrap piles. Oh yeah, that's true. These scrap piles have, they tend to move those damn scrap piles.
A kind gesture.
Just delete it and then replace it. Thank you, Silver Cecil, for the 200 bits. Yeah. That'll work. I don't know, a little bit. There we go. Why does this one not seem like it's connected? Oh well. Blip, blip, blip. This one is connected to that one, which is not working very well. Oh, that sucks. Something is also stuck here. Why are you stuck? Right, they're dropping it off as fast as they can. Now we're also getting a little bit of the energy storage here. I don't know if this would be better. Because it kind of blocks everything else off. What? Why are they not shooting? Dude! Why are they not shooting? What the hell's wrong? Oh, did it unassign? Okay. Weird. What the fuck? How are you not doing that? There was no action flag for some reason. Oh, it's their own pod. It's not the... Ah, right. Okay, so it's not carrying. It's their life pod. Alright. But then I guess I don't want to send everything back. Basically, anything you get on this path here will have to go up to that launcher. That's probably not a good idea. I don't know. I haven't figured out like a good solution to this. I'm still not carrying. Because now they get stuck on the shooting thing here instead of anywhere else. Maybe it should be like, oh, right, I know why, I know why. I should do a carry gate. Obviously, like that. This storage is just not working. Oh. Yeah, wouldn't make it good combo with carry gate? Exactly, it would. Exactly, it would. That's what we're gonna do now. Also, the fact that they unload so slowly here. Well, it evens out because now it gets some more. I just don't know. And it should actually be something like this. We're experimenting with how this works. Once they go in here, they just kind of get wasted on having everyone else speed up along the main path here. Build the thumper. So split the forage path into more smaller path. Yeah, but they still kind of... I don't know. I don't know how to... Okay, let's try it, because I'm not getting it. This is one of those things that I also remember from Captain of Industry, is that you just never really have enough to do stuff, right? It's always like can't quite do all the stuff that you want to do. Like, I think this is a better place to do like loops out from. Well, that should be like foraging loops out like this. Why does that? Oh, there's one already here. And then it becomes like this. Why am I not getting it? Yeah. Here, and back. I'm gonna get another loop out here. Obviously the divider is gonna be like that, and then like this. Oops. That's way too big. Maybe. What's the last Space Age video? Like 10 seconds ago. Just yeah. So I think that all of these actually don't go back to that location. They go back to... means I first have to drop them off, and then that point is going to be the only point I can use for exiting. Then this is going to be somewhere else. And that's going to be somewhere else. Wish we could have like idle robots here, or idle things. And then I need a loop inbound, which will be probably some down here as well. That will be counter gate. I don't have anything else now, so yeah, so just a count gate here, which will be like, I don't know, 20. We'd have 25 now. Maybe with this build it'll be better. Straight in. Yeah, I guess. Then the next part is I would like to have these actually placed at halfway point, as far away as possible. So that if they pick up on halfway, then they bounce it back, so they don't always get that. And then let's get some more of these, even though they're expensive. For example, up here, but do not kill any of the precious plants. Nope. No, no, no. Yes, and then here, for example. And then maybe here. Yeah, and then I don't have enough. What are we missing? Okay. So, that might be a thing. Oh, this is also not working. That will be... Yes, that'll be placed here. Before that? Oh yeah, these are not set yet. This is like a desperate attempt at improving the throughput. It bounces at least a little bit here. We'd like to see the other ones bounce a little bit. Bounce. Bounce. Nice. Does it work? But the launcher seems like it's slower to load than the other ones. And obviously now we've been lacking this. I think it's faster. It seems more smooth, but I don't know. It's also these units are just not very good. Okay, so let's see. This we can finally make we can make resin or diodes, and those are both things we want. Diodes we want for a recycler, or resin we want for, well, that. How do we do this? I guess we could do something like you go out and then you go either to this side or to that side, and then from here you go like that, and then for each of these that will be where we pick up the fabric and pick up the concrete. So I'm gonna have my concrete up here, place the dispenser like that, and the fabric, which is overused, is gonna be put here. And then I'm going to take a counter gate from here. Does that make sense? Oh, shoot. They also need to get something back again. So that's not working. Because actually first they need to unload. And after you unload, yeah, okay. That it intersects. So what will happen is that they go pick up, then they go back in here. Yes. Then from here they go to unload, and then they go into this splitter. Ooh, but why what's that one doing? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe? Let's try it. Concrete. And oh, and they need an exit as well. Ta-da! Poof! That disappears into this one. Hello, Timbo. Good to see you. Link to a divider that had one path to storage and 3. Okay, if the route to storage went to a divider that had one path to storage and 3 or more paths to a launcher, the bottleneck would be solved. Yeah, that's true. But I think I get additional value from being they go out here, and if they pick up something they halfway, they throw it back, and then they can still pick up something on the way back. So I think actually we are oversaturating. If we look at how many are actually still available, then only the ones that are not actually, like this tree is probably just not part of the loop. No, you're part of the loop. You are part of the loop. Okay. So that tree is also not part of the loop here. So we'll do that one. Yeah. So now we don't really have anything that is not picked up, and they are basically empty. Then let's set this to 20. This part also is not doing as much as it could. Okay, so we, oops, definitely have enough. I always forget to look at where the location of the broken ones are. Old ones. Right. So we're just hovering around here, and we can't really get beyond that point. But if we look at it, then we are getting enough to feed this. 2 is in the storage. Yeah, 1. And this one's just munching. It's crazy. And we're just dropping as well. This one's coming from over here, which is basically not doing anything. There's a few coming in. In. Ugh, that one's not working. Very important to pick up these ones. This one needs a mining location soon. But what's our... Yeah, so the problem with the mining solution here is that we're kind of wasting them because I can't recycle them. The reason why I can't recycle them, even though we've had a recycler forever, is that the recycler here requires diodes, and that's only when you build the facility. I think that's it's a mistake. Straight up, just a mistake that the way that they made it so that it requires... okay, so here... Okay, let me just explain it. So right here, very early, you get a recycler and you go, yay! But you can't do it... You can't actually build it until you have built this one. And not just that, you actually have to build the diode first. So what's the point of having it here when you need to go further up to use a prerequisite? This should not be using diodes. It should be using lamps, for example. So I think that's a bad placement. But I really want to... Okay, none of these are old. Yeah, I want to get sort of an excess. And once we harvest this part, then we're going to have to go around to get the last bits here. But this is only like 41, so it doesn't take much. Right. Very important. But this one also seems to be working just fine. Like, this is almost empty now with 3. It just needs to go all the way down there. Pick up 1, and that one will actually go down here to pick up the last ones. Yeah, I think 3 is a good number for this patch. Instinct this one. For the giant cocoon, that's this one. Yeah, it's we're just burning through our concrete and stuff. Just here, this one is really slow. But I guess it's just chugging along. So one more thing we can do is we can set our transport here. This one. I could make another one. We're still bringing these damn light bulbs over. And I guess we have to. Do bridges attach islands so you can put the storage from different... Yes, but this here costs 120 concrete to make. So it's not exactly cheap to make this. We do have enough, but that's... It also looks like it's the bridges are one way. The small bridges are one way. So you kind of have to go either one way or the other way. Or, I mean, also both ways, of course. And then maybe that is the option, but it's also just really slow. Because they walk across and then they walk across, and it's just... It's not a fast way to transfer things. I think this is a good way of transferring sort of on the short path here. I do think that you will be taken out. Yep. Lost that one. Fine. We got a little bit of... See, here I would also like to have some kind of measure of... can I do this? No. Yeah, some kind of measure to say, is it... which one should you go down on based on stockpile, right? But stockpile thing, we can't get that either, so no stockpile path yet. Yeah. They are not connected. Now they're connected. Okay, and then I need one more, and that will be for what is the stuff we wanted to get? It's up here. Oh my god, that's even more awful. We don't even have that. Oh shoot. I wonder if there's the energy storage that's killing it. Oh no. I was thinking we'd have 100 here. Oh, we don't even have it. We're even using it just to feed this small island here. Oh, this is not good. Okay, so never mind. That was a useless idea because I can't even do that. So no point in trying to get extra from that side. We can get kind of a farm over here. Yeah, the respawn plan is this one. I know, but that's why we have many of them. But it's still, I don't know. I honestly don't know how to get more, and I don't like that power is. Alright, just kind of let it chill a little bit here. Okay, so what I don't like about this is that it's the same as I have a problem with Captain Industry, is that you use so much of your resources just to keep the base alive. Which means like 80% is just to keep the base alive, and that means it's always difficult to scale up, because right now I'm just struggling to get those 150. They can barely keep up with itself. Like this one, there's no stockpile here. So right now, we're stuck. I can't do anything. I can't scale up because all my resources are allocated to keeping the base alive. So we're just chugging along, building a little bit of everything, but I can't say I want to expand, so let me take 10 more drones out, because I can't take 10 drones out of this base. I need to build up more drones. If you feed the queen more, it can produce more lava. What am I going to feed it, please? Please just tell me what I'm going to feed it. Energy bubbles? Because that's the whole fucking point of what we've been doing, is that we are not getting enough energy bubbles to feed the queen. We've literally dropped down from here to here during the stream, so we cannot maintain the energy feed, because even with restructuring all of this and with assigning more, I cannot keep the queen being fed, so I cannot get more than 150. It is impossible for me to get more than 150 at this point. And sure, maybe it's because I'd used too many beacons and that kind of thing. So, no. Drag an output of storage from the main island like screws. No, you can't. No. Is the maintenance renewable, or is your time in the game finite? The time in game is finite. Every single resource is finite. Unless there's something late game that's not finite. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, because I can't. I have 150 and I cannot maintain my my feed here. You can see it's dropping more and more. It was up here before. It was actually, I didn't start the stream. It was hovering and flickering here. Beacons are super expensive, right? And maybe that's the problem. That too much of my energy goes to this part. Also, I'm sort of constantly renewing these, so maybe that's not the solution. I just really like the idea of having some that are renewable. I could also switch this to iron workers, maybe. What if we do that to... No, it's a combiner. This one is... Yeah, we could replace this and make it an iron one. Let's try that. Maybe that'll do something. Because then I use less of the small ones. I use only one of the small ones for the big one. So that's going to be an assembler instead. That's not connected. Thank you for highlighting. Simple iron worker. So that's an iron blob, which is why we scaled up the iron part here. So place an assembler here. Maybe that helps. So I'm going to start by trying to make it into these light bulb ones, but I can also make it into... maybe I actually want to make it into iron workers first, which is just a normal worker, I think. Yeah, it's just a normal worker, right? Oh, it does have a little iron ass. Oh, it does say iron worker. Okay. Okay. But does this... Why are there two combined into inventor? Oh, a worker or iron worker? Oh, crap. So this is only workers. Which we will now no longer make. We won't make any of those anymore. We won't make any workers. So we can actually just... In a while we can... when we get rid of the last workers, we will no longer have workers. We'll only have iron workers. Cool. Maybe that helps getting more because we... Each one of those small ones... Oh, that's... They are certainly queuing up here. Let's see. This should actually be a... Yeah, so they last a little bit longer. Oh, they disappeared. Oops. Oh no, they're just on top of each other. Somehow. That's problematic. They really need to be able to sort of flow here. Yeah. Huh. I wonder if I need one more of these. I think this might be the answer we were looking for. Assemble iron worker. And you dispenser here. Yeah, there's a lot of workers here. So now we couldn't get more workers. More workers can get us... Is the production chain here supply driven or demand driven? I don't know what that means. Well, I do know what it means, but I don't think that makes... What do you mean? I can try to guess what you mean by that, but I don't know. Get that over there so it doesn't run out. Yeah, it might make perfect sense. I just don't really understand what you mean. Oh no, you snapped to the wrong one. Damn. There. Good. That's actually incorrect now. Because it needs to be... Oh, look at that. That's a new iron worker. Nice. You conveyor clocks because you never stop mining, Mandarin. You make as much as you can. It doesn't really make sense. Okay, I don't think... I dislike the way you're phrasing it. Pause time. I understand what you're asking, but I think that it's better formulated in a different way. Every game that doesn't have inventory costs, it's always better to push things into buffers and then have like everything should be full in all the steps of the supply chain until the last part. But that's never the case because some things are always like more difficult or more rare or whatever. So in the case of this, well, yeah, I think that it's basically we don't have a massive surplus. It's not like things are standing still, being idle until there is a supply. Or there's demand. So that if there was demand driven, then it would be like the whole factory is standing still, either at zero inventory or at full inventory, but it's standing still. And then when you pull something, when you build something, then it pulls from the inventory and starts up the production. That would be ideal. That is nowhere near we are, because you can see all of these buffers are not full. If they were full, then yeah, we would probably be in a situation where we could say something like that, but that's not the case. So yeah, that doesn't... Get that over there. Get that. I don't know, we'll just send that back so there's something here. Yeah. So I think it's, by your saying, I would say, yeah, it's supply driven because I'm pretty much using all I can of everything, which isn't correct either. It's more along the lines of I'm trying to match production of, let's say, here I'm making resin, so I need 50 resin. So when the 50 resin is done, then that one will be complete and it start building into inventory. At that point, I might just pause it because I don't really need it. At this point here, for example, I have 2 going in. I could just really rationalize and say I don't need 1 because I have a big storage and I don't really have a need for it. So I think that's kind of the best way I can kind of say that it. And so I guess supply driven, if you want to use those terms. Hope that makes sense. So I explained how it works. Right. We're still not getting enough power, not enough for this. And over here, yeah, just running around like an idiot, not doing anything. And there's also, I feel that there's there's too much of this part here. Where you have to redo things that you have already done 100 times before and then just do it one more time. And you're out of what? You're out of screws. How are you out of screws? You have a million screws here, so guess that should just be changed to that one. And then everything should be fine again. At the scrap out, I think you got an elder trail before the unloading their cargo. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Just as you're saying it, I realize that's correct. Okay, so what are we seeing, getting, doing? Is it correct that I always want to make these first, the renewable ones? Yes. Or we could just use more of the iron workers, which will put more demand of iron, which is already a struggling thing. Could you show us? Oh, right. There, inventory. Yeah. So, like, nothing. I got a little bit of screws and light bulbs and that, so don't have a little bit, but not much. And every time we build one of these, the resin, for example, they just go into this giant build here, which we're almost done, but that's probably just gonna get us the next headache. Okay, let's try to think. If we could get a few drones out, what would be the most valuable thing that they could do to get us more power or more value here? Like, what I was thinking is that if we could get some small workers over here, we could get small worker in, we could upgrade them, or actually, I don't really want to do this at all. Oops. We want to make sure that we can build this, which is going to take a little bit of time to actually do. Let's actually start on that. What are we getting here? That's that one. Okay, so let's get you. You're going to be flying over here. Yeah. Now I'm thinking, this assembly drone, does that also work with assembly drone alt? Yeah, that's the iron worker. Okay. So we'll keep this for now, and then later on get rid of. That's still a normal worker ant, so it's only the normal worker ants still that are replaced. It's on 10 minutes. Yeah, bring back some green stuff to feed the queen. That's also kind of what I'm thinking about. But okay, let's yes, indeed. And we're going to be annihilating this one, because this is not what we're going to build right now. So I can walk some over here. Some yellow, some, oops, oh, okay. Anyway, we can walk those over here, and we can get them started. Then we have to have this part here for the elderly to recycle them. I don't want to be killing these trees too much. There. So we're basically saying, hey, you are elderly, so you go in there. And then once you're done, you will just go on this loop. Yeah. And then you will place the dispenser here. Once it's done, of course. Right? And then we can maintain the loop, and hopefully more than just maintain it, but actually keep it increasing. And then I can make this bigger. Harvest more stuff here. Yeah. But first we need to fly some stuff over here so we can build the production. There's a lot of workers here that are not doing anything. Huh. That's not great. So it seems kind of consistent with this number. There's always some running here. Oh dear, that's not good. Oh, for fuck's sake, what's the problem now? Why are they not going in there? Oh my god, that sucks. They got stuck, so even though they could, they didn't go in there. Oh. They were not moving. That sucks. That sucks. Oh my god, that sucks. Ah. And they're still not working because there's still too many. And how we fix this, I don't know. We're just losing these. Yeah, they're dying now. What a waste of resources. Come on, work faster. So that's why we're dropping. There are also no warnings in this game, like nothing at all to sort of give an indication of here's a problem, go fix. Like, oh, we got this one done. Let's just have a look. To make a giant, I don't know what it is. You first need to make a princess. Ah, this is a ant that can grow into a giant in the giant cocoon. Create a princess ant in a combiner. Place her in the giant cocoon. Create princess in cocoon. And then this is where I think I've seen that they are pretty absurd. That's at least easy. And you're gonna make a princess. Oh, it's not so bad. I need a drone and an inventor. But a full inventor. Or is it an empty inventor? That's not so bad. Okay. Do you just make one? You have all the time in the world. And what's the other one? A drone? Okay, that's one a flyer. So let's get that. We must have something here. I want you. Oh, it's a small one. Damn. Are we not getting any more of the normal workers anymore? And it's still stuck. Shit. Still dying too fast. Nothing going here. I think it might be time for us to acknowledge that there are no more normal workers and we have to switch to the other workers. We haven't seen any old iron workers yet. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so fuck it. I'm gonna be changing it now to be a drone. Alt, and then just... Oh, you're... Whoa, they're more than 10 minutes. Wow, these are good time. Here, no, here, what? And that will be iron worker. Yeah. Can I start to do while clogging? Oh, they not only can, they love doing that. It's one of their absolute favorite things in the world. As you can see. Inventor and... Oh, that's actually interesting with the princess. You are going to be... Create lesser... Oh! Okay, so princess and 15 workers. 15 iron workers. Oh my god, I needed the workers. Damn. And then 10 drones and 5 pod walk 1. And, oh my god, that takes forever. Okay. How similar is this to Victorio? So far, looks like very interesting game. You're enjoying it. Okay, I think you should just unfollow. If you're that impatient, then I don't think you need to stick around here. Okay, this is almost done. That's the one, and then you go in here. What is a lesser... That's this one. Boop. The princess must incubate in the cocoon. She needs to reside in a pupa made from the bodies of her fellow ants. Yummy. So we need workers, iron workers, drones, and pod workers. Pod 1 and pod 2. Okay, so I can take this one out again. So how do we do this? I think we... just do it, right? I mean, here's one. Oh, this has 5 seconds left, so it's not really worth putting in. There's an iron worker ant that has 1 second of lifespan left. Damn it. That means also down here. Do we also need inventors? No. Let's try something. In the time you have left, can you reach up here? So maybe I start by taking... Oh yeah, counter drone wouldn't even work. We need a cast gate here. Just for the stuff that we want. So this will be iron workers. That sucks, we have to make normal workers again. How are you not an iron worker that goes out here? Enter if not in the cast. Enter if in the cast. Ugh. There you go. No? That's 4. And I guess I need a combiner again to combine these small ones. Because that's kind of needed still. Oh, drop off. Good, so these are being sacrificed. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, that's that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm just gonna sacrifice everything now. It's 2. And then I think I'll just remove that. 8. Oh, it's 15. Okay, so that's actually... let's get a combiner as well. This one is combining into a normal worker. Just... oh, you, my friend, just go over here. For another chance. And... then I need a gate. Cast gate. Here. Which will be... if you're a tiny worker, you go from here to here to... and I'm just killing these off pretty quickly. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, these are old iron workers. Oh, yeah, because I don't have the normal workers. So let's see, when we're done with, that's 2 more, 3 more iron workers, and I need 0 more pod workers. So I do need to make the next one. We get the first of these workers, and I'm not even going to send them out to do something else. Okay, so how would I now... I was kind of wanting to do this part over here. 14, okay. What about you? Go in there anyway. Okay, and then 3 more iron workers. Let's see if I can find those. I don't like... Oh, look at that. Three more iron workers, they said. Perfect. Hopefully they don't die first. So that's it. And then the workers are coming in by themselves. The drones are another headache. That's here. I don't want to ship you out yet. Because I still want to work on this one. Oh, look at that. You're actually still working. Nice. I did not expect that. Sweet. Old. Give a break to restocking population. I think that actually I can restock sufficiently right now. But yeah, it's a good point. So I need to get some of these bulbs back here, which is what I'm kind of simultaneously working on. By getting this one, 17. Okay, so just a few more. You can do another round. There you go. And then I will do... Yeah. No, that's not it. Yeah. Half of them go out and half of them go up here. And this one should now be done with the... Nope. One more. Did you take a break? No, I did not take a break. I said 10 o'clock. I'm going to do that now. You have 48 left. You can do one more. And then I change this to what? Screws? Yes, screws. Why was this one complaining? What was it complaining about? Oh, it's... Oh, shit. That is a disaster. What about you? You're also too small. And then it's important to say, okay, this needs to change over to the new one, and this needs to change over to new one, and then that's free. Good, no break. YouTube 4 and Twitch 10. Oh, I could also see it here. That's actually nice. So I'm okay. So one of these died on the way over. You can do that. You can make it, right? Yeah, you can. Okay, so drones. Drones. Those are the drones, right? You can go over here. Oh, hold on. I forgot my break. Damn it. Yeah, that's much better. Alright, now I'm taking a break. Be back in 2 minutes. just noticed all the problems while, so I couldn't take a long break here. This is a problem. This is not set to Ironworker. And we also have a night storage here. Yay! And that's probably because we're not using it for that. Yeah. What about the drones are good, the workers are good, the pod worker too. We can also see there are a ton of things running around on this belt here. So that's interesting, which means that we can actually send, once we get this one crafted, actually oh wow, I forgot it. I always forget this. There, it has to change the recipe. Maybe an extra drone in there. No, get that extra drone in there. You also go in there. Yeah, so look at all of this. They are so busy. So if you're... Let's get you going there. And then from that location, you're going to go from here. Yeah, it's really difficult to move in this, on this area here, on this here. Good. So this path. Oh. Well, it wasn't actually a path though. So I'm gonna do the same with you. And then this one. It's not enough to actually warrant it. Let me see when there's another one coming out from here, I guess. The ones that come out from here should be the ones we use, right? Not the ones with 140 left, but that one. There. So we get 3 of these. I wonder if that's enough. And you are now going to change to that one. So you're hooked up to this, which is getting the drones inbound-ish. Or not the drones. You are a fresh new one, so I'm not going to send you off there just yet. Yeah. I hope get us stuff back. And this will then be changing to that one. Good. Yeah. A lot of small workers. Lots of small workers, actually. Oh, that's because we're now breeding. We've taken out so many, so it breeds a lot quicker now. This is also increasing, so that's good. We might need to do something else with this. Build a better loop. But that's definitely possible. I mean, it should be built 2 loops, actually. So that we can feed the queen faster. But I actually want to have one of these. Change target to this one, but not right now. Because I want them to be made into... Okay, I just hope that this will get it in time. Something. And then they are slowly bringing it back here. And drop it off. And these will now be made into... I can change this now to pod worker 2. And then I can change this to this, because I have 4 of those. And then we have to remember that whatever we get out now has to go straight into the mush. I can actually do that with a gate, a cast gate. Not if I'm not fast enough. Well, let's do a cast gate here. If you are a pod 2, then go that way. That's 2. Workers, drones. Need to get the drones in there as well. Just 3 more. 2, 3, 4 is being built. And then 5. And then we can switch back. What was this one complaining? Oh, yeah. This will now do part worker 1 again. And you're going to change target 2. That one. Okay, so let's see. The drones are doing well. The part workers are coming in. And the workers, they will eventually get there. I just sent them up there anyway. This is concerning how fast they expire. Yeah, out of scrap, yes. Then I can... This is my backup scrap. No, I'm not out of scrap. Well, I'm out of scrap in that location. It's just that I'm using it too fast for the iron workers. So this thing here is now consumed all of the scrap. And therefore I can send you... Yeah. Very important. And then this here is going to be destroyed as well. And this will be set down to 3. And this part here. Enter if that. And I need 9. I need way more than that. I need 15. Oh, right. The reason why this is not working is because this is only taking the old ones. But the old ones never get there because they will always go into here first. That's why we are losing the iron, because they're being fed into this one before. Yep. Okay, so now that makes sense. What are you working on? You're working on lack of light bulbs. We can transfer some light bulbs down here. Okay, so now we need to set up a mining location over here. I kind of think that we need 3 here. This is then storage. And then I need that's 7. And that means on this line here, we need to bring it out. And so this here is actually spreading it into different locations. I think I actually want to have here. I should split it here into 3 locations. 1, 2, and 3. Sure. Yep. That's a small digger ant. And then the problem with this digger ant is that I can't do that yet. Oh, do I make diodes? Oh, I have so many. Nice. That's actually too many. That means I can do a facility. Ooh, let's do that. Okay. Small ants in here. One more drone is coming in. That's coming in here. Perfect. Then I'm gonna kill that. Now I'm gonna make it as if there's only one of those I need to build. Workers. That's one more. So we're gonna be bringing this one up here. One more and then it's good. Oh, this one is probably still sending stuff over, isn't it? It is. Let's see if this works. It does not work. Why does it not work? Because I didn't change this. Damn. Ah! How bad is it? Literally 8 seconds. Shit. The other one's a little bit better. Okay, save the one with 8 seconds left. You can go over here. And you can go... I wonder why they didn't drop it off. Oh, because it's running the wrong way. Who built this damn shit here? Damn it. That's not me. I would never have done that. Oops. Damn it. Can't believe I did that. Or someone did that. Yeah? No. There's a problem here. Woohoo! Happy! You still have plenty of time left, so you can go pick that one up. Whew, close. And then, obviously, it would be nice if I could also build a thrower here. Ah! Yeah, that's the problem. It needs all of that. So that's actually... Oh, it got completed. Oof. Let's see. And I also need another... Another drone here. Do we get more drones? Yes. One is being crafted. Good. What is this now problem? Oh, crap. Okay, the cocoon is ready. Now all you need to do is wait for the incubation to be completed. Wait for the gen cocoon to finish incubating. 18 seconds. I can do that. This is a problem. Ooh, okay, we lost some of that. That means we need to make a new build. Just a harvesting one here. That's probably fine. And then I'll do a big storage here. And then I will do a counter gate here. I don't need anything else. And they just go in. Oh, that's not correct because it can't be a small one. So that means I do a cast gate that says not small one. And then go back. And then I do a counter that says 3. And then I need to get these ones back. Undo would be nice to have in this game. Good. And then this one has to be a little bit better as well. Do another one. Does the fiber grow back? Nope, nothing grows back. And that can be empty. And you also gone. And you will be now dispenser from here. Whoa! Enter if not. There. And this one's not working because that's still the same. Let's work on a gate in here. Another gate in there. In both cases, they go back. They get into storage. This storage needs to be replaced with the big storage, just in case. That one. Okay, so that doesn't even allow it. Good. And then yeah. And then I get you in there. And you can be any of them, right? 2. There. And this one is, yeah, change target to you. And the other one, this one, change target to you. And now I can delete this. Yeah, this is a little problematic, isn't it? Carry gates. And is now ready. Jane is a fertile female ant, destined to become a queen. Woohoo! Blah, blah, blah. To achieve this, you must create giants that will take to the sky during the nuptial flight to mate and establish new colonies. Successfully releasing a giant rewards you with giant points, which you can use in the development tree. That's a lot of points that we don't have. Okay, build. Okay, your first giant is nearly ready for the nuptial flight. The final component she needs is a giant tower, a high vantage point from which she can safely launch into the skies. Okay, so that's gonna be built out here. Oh, it's 1. Okay. Oh, that's the one that came flying in at the beginning. Okay, let's have a look at what that looks like. Oh, it's not so bad. Actually, it is, but... Oh, shoot. All of this also has to be killed. Yeah. And that one. Delete. And this one. 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 I wonder if I can move you. Oh, sure. Okay, she jumped back. Then, of course, some iron, because it's always the iron that's missing. Wasn't there also something else I wanted? Yeah, okay, this one's also wanting to get some iron. Okay, so we get some. Bloop. I think you're gonna need to repeat the process. I know, but I'm gonna get one and then go like, yay! And then we can figure out if we want to repeat it. Or how we want to repeat it. Small digger drones, yeah. It's 15, so it's kind of a lot. I'm carrying some junk for some reason. It's probably because this is overflowing, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I get you out here, and then I get a bigger storage. So it doesn't overflow. I'm going to send that in here. I'm going to figure out where that's being requested to. That one. Well, who cares? It's not needed now. There we go. Okay, this is building up. That's good. This is slowly building up. This, though, I kind of feel I should build something else instead. Is this launching the first rocket? Yeah, probably. I think that's a good example of it. I think this one basically just has to move to always work. Like whenever there's possible, then just work. Work. And they are dead because of lack of iron. That's understandable because our iron is going all the way in here, every single bit. But it'll just soon be done. One more iron. Enter, and then she's moving in. I have to do this quickly because the nuptial flight could happen at any given time. It happens once every hour, and we don't know when that happens. There's no indication here when it happens, but it would suck that it just happened 20 seconds before I clicked this one. Design is ready. Now all there is to do is wait until the nuptial flight begins. If waiting is taking too long, try building a thumper, which is unlocked in a development tree. Okay, good. So she's ready. Yeah, diodes. It would be really nice actually if we could sort of look here and say, okay, what is it actually we need the different things for? So we have, for example, a factory unload available. I do think that we want... Oh yeah, this is not working. Just very, very slowly to get that done. I'd like actually to make maybe one more gatherer here. And by one more, it cost me like 2-3 more. This one is not new. Oh, that one's brand new. Let's get you over. Yeah, as soon as I hook that up, then it works. Because I have this ambition that we might be able to break this threshold here. Yes, that's 5. This is full. This is not full. Okay, so this is never gonna get really... Yeah, obviously. This is only sent... Oh, right. It's also sending in here. Oh no, what's going on? You've not switched. There we are. Oops. And then I think these should not be stealing from up here. They should be stealing from over here. And that one, maybe steal from over here. Because then whatever I get here will go in and be consumed. But it would be nice to have like 2 loops. It's just not very much room for this. And, oh, crap. Hold on. Let's take a break. Kids. back. My daughter is feeling a little bit sick, a little bit under the weather. How would I restructure this? I guess I would... Oh, that's wrong. Like that. Okay, so I think that we can do something about this. For example, I can put this in here. So that whatever we do, the first thing we do is, after we put it out here, then I'm just going to take this out for now. Oops. This still feels like a good idea. Now I think I might have a little bit more room to maneuver this, so that I can maybe make 2 loops here. How would I do that? Okay, let's see. The first thing they do is they come from here and they go out. And then see, this is good. And then you can go from here to that, but you can also go from this one into here and then merge into that, right? Or merge into that for that matter. You are no longer connected. You're connected now, but are you not connected? Is it only one of them that can be connected at once? See, now that's connected. Now that's connected. So if I'm seeing this correct, only one location can be hooked up to that. Oh, now they can. Okay. Okay, so they work if they are like that. Okay. I guess I could have 3 loops now, but I don't think I can support anymore. But that means I would have to have four? No. A counter from here to here, just counting 4. 2 for each. And then I have to split it from here into that one and to that one. Okay, and then this is the location for output, and this is the location for output. Do you think that works in terms of feeding them? Yeah, this one's not being fed fast enough. Oh, beacons on the feed loop. That's a great idea. Don't think it matters for the putting it in, but yeah. Seems pretty good. Of course it could be get better, but now we're finally getting up to the next one, which means population 2. And lava can spawn faster. Woo. Is the flight timer working? What I don't know what the flight timer, what does that mean? Well, 40. Oh, they're also a little bit faster, the next ones. Nice. Okay, that's interesting. This one is still not getting any. Okay, we actually need to have this kind of turning the other way as well. I don't know how. But more along the lines of, let's see, branch it with a number here. Just 1. Like that. The cooldown is that just means that we're waiting for the nuptial flight to get there. Oh, there. That one. Oh, there we go. There's a cooldown. 8 minutes. Cool. Motions in 1 flight. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at how many are floating on the inner band. Quite a lot, actually. And also this is just not keeping up. So what I'm thinking is, either we take these and feed into the queen to make it go faster, which I don't think we need right now. We're just consuming a lot of this, maybe too much. 220, 255, yeah. And then alternatively is that we feed it in here and then try to use these to make at least 21 of the better ones. I think that would be nice. But what would it do for... Oh, shit, it's already down 10. Whew. That would require a flight mode here. Okay, so what are you waiting for? You're waiting for a... interim cast iron worker. Yes, okay. I'll just use an iron worker here. Why did this iron worker not go down there? Oh. It's because there's already one floating around here. Yeah. What is the situation over on this side? Oh no. That's not good. We have lost all of our drones. Oh no. Shit. Okay, so that means we need to get stuff in here. That one. Steal that. And this one, just go down to 15. Yes, please. Oh, that gets even worse because now that drops in here. How do I actually... that. And then from here. Oh no, I need to, oh crap. Oh, I need the concrete over here as well. So I need to transport 50 concrete and 10 more, 50 more of these. Then we have the concrete, but we can't build anything over here because they're all dead. Okay, so urgent transport. This is our transporter. This needs to transport 5 of this. Good. Pew! 1. 2. 3. 4. And then this one changes over to concrete. Yeah, I know, but you gotta wait until it gets there. There we go. This will now be changed to concrete. Done. What the hell's going on? What's the problem? Where are they going? Is that a bug or something? Okay, so this is slowly getting there. 7. There's an ice cream, or is it a dessert? It's not a dessert island, unfortunately. What about over here? Did we send anything over here? Yes. And you are... Bloop. And is that getting built over here? Yeah. Okay, finally. A little bit. 6 minutes. What is... Oh, what's now your problem? Why? There's no problem. Oh, well, I don't know. Oh, that one. Why did you not fly then? And from here, we'll get it. Luckily, we have the items at least. I'll just have some of these just ship out next to lane. Don't like that fact that you're missing that. Hold on. How did that not work? You were supposed to be sent out here? Huh. Well, one more. And this one is old, so that will be keep circulating here. Still 25, and the other ones are just sitting here and expiring, unfortunately, but we rush it. Ugh. There's another old one. Still gets me. Is that a bug or something? No, it's still an ant. Ants are bugs too. I get it. Come on, bridge. You can do it. You really should be doing it soon. 2 minutes. Okay, that should be enough for them to get in at least and then trigger as old and then be upgraded. Let me see something else. Yeah, okay, this is kind of the last thing that is working here. Because that's kind of important. Let me get in here. 90%. Alright. 6 more. Now what? Oh, damn it. One more. And then the time. Oh, you're already flagged as old. That's not really a bridge. It's just yeah, a pipe across that they can walk across. That's why you can only have one lane. They can't move back and forth. They can only go one way. All right, so these are going to do nothing at all. First one will be going in here to be. Oh, that's not small digger. Where? Oh, where is it gonna be? Assembly part. Okay. Let's go straight in there. This one comes in and uses one of the last 2 remaining. No. Oh, you know, you actually have to go. Can these 2 foraging? Yes, they can. Okay, good. Okay, so that's good. So they will actually go foraging, and you should not go out there. This one will be momentarily shut off. What do we do to be able to scale up the ants? Double loop here. And switching to iron workers, which is straining our iron though, but can't have it all. One minute until the nuptial flight. Yeah, this finally it works. We can get one more. We are so dead here. Or not dead, but dying. Screws and oh, there's a lot of iron. Oh, look at all this glorious iron we've been allocating here. Nice. Is this more? Ooh, this is kind of close. So I think I need to make this a little bit tighter so that you can go out here and be replaced by a big one, almost. Right there. And you are going to be pushing it in. And then whichever one is requesting that here, you can change it to the big one. And then of course we see that you're not working. That's because we're trying to get it from this location that doesn't have any. Because that is a million miles away. But it's saying not if you are a small digger. Okay, cool. What are you? You're a small digger. So, where do you want to go? Oh, I have nothing that needs diggers at this point. Because my glass is just worn out. I have the glass here, but I don't have the glass down there. So that's... The small diggers should actually go down and dig out some glass, but I need... There was a glass thing here, but there's nothing else. No other glass on this little sub-island. I have something over here. It's really low amount of glass here. And we don't have any workers over here. Go out there. Yes, please. And I think I need more than that. I need 5 out here. Ugh, now they're coming back already. And hopefully they'll be made into assembled pod workers. Into the pods. Thank you. Ooh, look at that. 200 ants. Might actually be close to getting that. If we can just get it and then just hit the damn button immediately, then we don't care if we'll drop down again. It's way too many ants, I think. That's the nuptial flight, right? Yes. Okay. Let's see. Whee! She's flying. Awesome. 98. 98. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. 97. Come on. 99. Ah, I was there for a second. Not a second. A split second. I'm just clicking now. 97. It drops down. Ah, I was there again. It's here. It's this one, right? This is the one that goes bloop, bloop. That's the quest completed. It's not very long. Yes, we got it. Okay, the nuptial flight is flight. Nice. That means up here. After the... Now we can get... Oh, 10. 10? Oh, man. Really? What is a nuptial flight? It's some kind an event that happens every hour where bling, where male ants are flying around, and then we need to prepare a queen, potential queen for it. So let's see what happens. Continue progressing through the development tree until you've unlocked the iron worker ant. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there are some text here that need it. So we could get an ant launcher, a ballistic device that can shoot ants into the air. Use it to launch to other islands, but be careful where they land. Just at an angle. Okay, and or a concrete core that we don't know what is, or it is this main path that we don't know what is. I think or we can get a bigger digger ant. That might actually be this one. I think is most interesting because then we can kind of get rid of the smaller ones. And then turn all the small ones into pot workers, or that instead of sort of maintaining for the small digger ants, because I would imagine this also last longer. Or we can get a smart dispenser, which is a dispenser, pick a material, and the dispenser will try to grab it from any suitable stockpile available on the island. That's pretty neat. So for example, we might have different places that mine iron, and then you can just pick this and then it will grab from all the different iron mining locations, for example. Then we can build towards the LED terminal and the thumb buzz. Those are the only thing we can do, because it seems like maybe the floral thing is guided, and then maybe the inventor ant means that we have to spend a lot of time just building these giants thing. Yeah, so I think I want to be definitely saving at this point. So YouTube 4E Twitch 11 and then 1 yellow point there, because then you can save scum and we can try the different things to see what they are. I think that this is the one that's most interesting right now, and then let's see where that's built. Probably built in an assembler. Okay. Did not expect that to be not working. Sounds like been wanting all along. Still no idea what the main path actually does. I think it looks like mainly a visualization. This is kind of taking forever to... Also, this one is just using way too many diodes. LED terminal. What the hell is that? It needs some LEDs, which I don't have. That's probably made in a factory. Anyway, I just want to see this one, which is kind of silly because I could just change this instead and say assemble digger. What does that take? That's a take it out. Okay, and then it takes a small. Oh, come on, really? So we have to go small digger into big digger. Well, I want to see what it does. That's the over here, and then I'm gonna take you. There. I want to see how good it is. And why does that not work? Oh, that's because we're making resin. Oh, I thought we were making the other one. There. Shit. I didn't want to start up a big thing. What? Are we out of concrete? Oh shit, we're out of concrete. That's another headache. Why did this not get put in here? Oh, because I misplaced it. This one goes back to... Come on, make it. Just want to make this one day out so we can... It'll probably get... No, it won't get sucked into anything. There we go. Now we can see what it... Oh, it takes forever to build. This one's not necessary. I want to see how long the lifetime is of this. Could have been a game changer like the over. It could. Alright, let's see what this... I just want to see how good it is. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big boy. 10 minutes. And it's speed 12. So it's not faster, but it has twice as long lifetime, which is good because it has to walk quite a while before it does anything. Yep. Okay. And then I wanted to load. And let's see what that main path, what that does. It's also weird that it's down here. A trail designed to be a central path for ants to follow and flow onto other ants. What does it do? I don't know. Nope. Undo the last one. Damn it. There's no way of undoing it. So, it's not faster. It's just a little bit fatter line. Yeah, so anyway, let's do a little bit debrief on this this game. Oh, we've dropped down here again, so we couldn't maintain. Oh, yeah, okay, we couldn't maintain it up here by 200. It's probably because, no, I don't know why, but whatever. Right, so what do I think about this game? I think it's amazing. I think it's super fun. I think particularly the fact that you can make these paths without it costing anything is really convenient. Now there are a million things that are not convenient, and also a million things that are what should we say? We should say completely unbalanced. Like, I think that I think there's a very difficult in the beginning to kind of get things. Have been wrong before, yes. Worth the point. Not this the first one. I mean, it's nice to see that this is the main path, but really, I mean, know that. I think it's surprisingly fun. I just really, at this point, I'm looking at it, go like 10, and the effort to build each one is like 15 plus 15 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus that one. Wow. That just seems like a, I don't know, time sink of sorts. And it's going to be difficult to, I don't even know how I would automate it, because you can't sort of build it on a subpath and say send 15 in, because the first one will go in and disappear, so it'll try to maintain 15, and if you just leave them there, then it'll time out before. So I don't know how you would optimize or automate this. I have no idea. Yeah. So maybe something like they all try to go past this and go back again, try to go past and go back again, like this one. Let's go up here, and if it's ready to go in, then go in there. Was that create lesser giant? Does that imply this? No. This is the, no, this is present. Create lesser. Yeah, that implies that there's a bigger one. I don't know. Maybe when we get more of the quest. I mean, the game looks big enough. I just, I think we got to a point where we kind of understand how it works. But we can also see that as we work on this for half an hour, then the other bases have collapsed. And then we have to sustain them. And of course, there's a big part of that is me being a noob at this game. But I do think that the structure we have built, I would expect it to be more structured than most people, which kind of makes me say that I think this is a rather difficult game. Rather, no, not difficult, complex. Like it's really easy, or how do we say this? It's kind of like Captain of Industry with maintenance in the beginning, when maintenance was so punishing, and it kind of feels the same way, that you have to build a structured way, and you have to figure out that you can use 4 minutes of the small ones before you transition them into the big ones, and then you have to use that for 9 of the 10 minutes before you turn them into inventors. Like, if you don't realize that, you can't really get anywhere in the game. Automation options are too limited, or a bit. No, I think that you can automate pretty much what you need. I think that the fact that everything is on a timer, and the timer is 2.5 minutes for some, means that distances become quite prohibitive, which is a really annoying thing. Like, it pushes, or it puts some constraints on basically the play of the game that I don't think needs to be there. And I don't think they make the game better. Like, I understand that there's a timer and you have to sort of replenish your colony, but having things as 5 minutes and then 2.5 minutes for the empty one of these, it's not very much, which means that you kind of are compacted, and like a build like this, where you have to go all the way down here, because this is the closest rubble. You spent a good minute just getting here. And if you wanted to go back, then you'd spend another minute going back. And that leaves 3 minutes of actual production. And that means this is the kind of thing that everything gets sort of squeezed on either end. It's not 5 minutes of productivity. It's 5 minutes, starts counting. It has to go through the main loop. It has to go into a process, has to filter in, and then start working. Okay, we already killed a minute. And then when it gets old, then it gets filtered out, and then it has to walk before it dies over and gets into a new process. and so on and so forth. And I think that I think that's prohibitive for casual play of this game. Everything is clever. Yeah, it's clever. Can you recycle them without going back? Yes and no. There is a recycler early in the game, which can be unlocked, and you're like, yay! But building it requires diodes, and diodes are built with a facility which is unlocked up here and unlocked here. So you can't get it. You can look at it, and then only now am I in it. It's just now that I started building diodes. So yeah, okay, I just reloaded the game. Oh, and this iron place has run out. Then I also think that you spent way too much time, like way too much time shuffling around these small paths. That is so frustrating, like especially for the iron part. Like the part about this one. Okay, so we get down here and we get something. Okay, now that's worn out, and then suddenly you don't, because there's no warning. Check a little warning here so that you pop up and say empty, in inventory empty. When they have something like this should never be empty. And therefore, if it's empty, give me a warning instead of just slowly seeing that this has run out. Now my glass has run out, then my light bulbs have run out, my robots run out, and then I start dropping, and then only then do I notice because I've been away for half an hour. And I think that makes it really difficult not to automate, but to find out when there's a flaw in the automation and this manual upkeep of keep moving these mines. I think that just has to just completely stop. Like it shouldn't be like these are entities. It should be like a patch. Here's a patch. You assign them to a patch, and they will pass through this themselves, or something like that. This part here is almost okay, but for cutting it sucks, for iron it sucks, for copper it sucks, for concrete it sucks, for glass it sucks. Yeah, so that's something that feels really prohibitive from sort of really enjoying it. And also the game is aggressively blue. Yeah, I don't get why it's so blue. Like, why are the tiles blue and the background blue and the lines are blue? I don't understand that. It's a really unfortunate color scheme. So despite all these grievances, I think it's a great game. Oh, can you just look at the mess here we have? Something is not working. Like, there's just way too many just hovering. Oh, we have 200 now just hovering. We can't feed them fast enough. Is he not red? Yeah. So what do I think about it? I think this would have been excellent if this was early access and we were sort of looking at it and go like, this has potential, because I'm looking at it and saying this has potential, but don't say as anything other than a joke. I mean, this is me playing a game for 20 hours and giving you a feedback on what I think about it. The second loop is broken. Really? It did? Yeah, I would also imagine that when we upgrade this, maybe there's something that broke. I don't know. Don't care, we've ended the game anyway. Alright, so if this was early access, awesome. Seemed too simple for someone than just 3 games, but looking at your setup, there seemed to be much more to it than thought. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm just if you want to have someone who's just going to be, oh my god, it's so awesome, oh my god, everything is awesome, then go find another channel. It's very clear. I am providing honest feedback for a game so that you can say it. I'll never hold back on this. If it's a sponsored stream, I'll hold back during the sponsored stream. But it's I think it's super important for me to be honest with what I think works and what I think does not work. And I do think that I have a little bit of experience in factory games, so I can compare it to something else. So, yeah. So the blue color is a problem. The harvesting of resources is super tedious. The timing that these are alive is really prohibitive and problematic. But despite that, I think the game has the core of the game, and this is the essence of it, the core of the game, how you control them with pheromone paths that are cheap, and the fact that you have it as gates and not like splitters or anything like that, that it's actually a gate with a condition without it feeling like programming, because that's also, let's say, Desync is one of the games I would compare it to, because Desync is also overly complex, but it's overly complex in an intimidating way that you can't really get into it. Here you can get into it and you can understand it, you can see the gate and you can go like, oh right, okay, yeah, I can use this gate to filter these out here, this and that there. But it does, without it turning into just programming, which is the reason why I was actually offered a sponsorship for Desync and I had to decline it, because I was just like, I can't cope with wrapping my brain around this game again. It's simply too much of an effort to relearn Desync, which is a shame because I think the core of the game is really fun. But it was just like, I can't do that. And offered me to get a save game that was like further in. I was like, I still just would open that save game and just muck around because I wouldn't understand. I wouldn't remember it, and I don't think that's fair. So, if they were aging slower while they're just walking, really not carrying, foraging, would that improve it? Yeah. Or even something like the main path. They don't age on the main path. Wouldn't that be awesome? Let's actually see if that's the case. No, it's not. Like something like that, and then make the main path accessible. You know, like these ones are. This is the old track is really good because it gives them extra life and speed. So yeah. So basically, what I'm thinking is like, if this was early access, I'd be super excited about it, because I would know that in a year's time we'll play the 1.0 version, and then they will have fixed all these annoying things, and it'll be a much cleaner experience where, I mean, it's not buggy at all, except for the fact full of ants. So, I know, but that would make the long distance not as bad. Sure, yeah. Yeah. I love this. It's certainly more mental load than other factories. It is. So this is another game launched too early. I don't know. I think it's complete in the sense that you can definitely play it and you can definitely have fun with it. But I would just have preferred this to be the first time we see it, and then knowing that it has a lot more to go. Like, let's take Shapes 2, because Shapes 2 is a really good example. In the version we played of Shapes 2 is a complete game, but it's a little bit short. This game is too big. Like, they have put a lot of effort into building how the inventor ants work, how the ancient island works, how gold interacts. Like, all of this shit is something they put development time into testing and bug fixing and making graphics and new mechanics and all that shit. But I don't get to play it because I played, I don't know, 25 hours, and I'm not going to play anymore. And it would take at least 100 hours to get through all of it, I would imagine. Like, this is what we've done in 25 hours. So, yeah, somewhere between 50 and 100 hours, which means that they have put a lot of effort into the game for people to not see. This is fine if you're FromSoft and you put a hidden dungeon that not everyone will see, because it's FromSoft. That's what you expect, and you were looking for those things. But this is an indie game, so you put a lot of your development effort into things that a lot of people will not see because they will be saturated. Not saying tired, but saturated with the game before. That's kind of how I feel. I know how the game works. I think it's fun. I don't really have any interest in keep playing it. I would much rather have seen the game release with a tech tree that ends with a nuptial flight. That's early access. You play it 25 hours, you launch it, and maybe you can do that in 15 hours or something. You play it 15 hours, and then you launch it and go like, damn, I wonder what happens when this queen lands somewhere. And That's interesting. And then next update, then you can land the queen somewhere else, and you can continue your base if you want to. Like the way Satisfactory has done it really well. And then they can add stuff, more stuff, and then they can also take feedbacks on, yeah, this is super tedious, this part. Let's do something about it. Or it's really hard to transport things between islands. That's really difficult, and it really doesn't feel like it should continue to be this difficult. Like, it doesn't seem to be any good solutions to it. So I think that from a game development perspective, we kind of prioritized wrong in where you put the effort in. Yeah, that's kind of how I would have launched it with half the game, but then having a continued development. Right now, when it's a finished game, when it's not early access, sure, there might be some updates, but they are not going to be fundamentally changing the way that you're gathering resources, for example. But they might very well change that from an early access first iteration to now. Also, the fact that everything is finite, you have finite resources, just kind of makes it a little bit worried about it, because you can't transfer things between islands. And then when this one runs out, that's just it. Then you hope you progressed or found new islands or something like that. So anyway, I think there are definitely more good than bad. So don't get me wrong, I think it's just more important for us to highlight the things that are problematic. Hopefully they'll be fixed. Aggressive recycle. Yeah, recycle would be nice as well. But that recycler is placed in the wrong... This seems untested. Like, you have something here, but it requires something here to actually build. Like, that's not how tech trees work. The tech tree is... I love the fact that it's organic. And then sort of sprouting out to a side, and that's definitely worth going there. But yeah, I don't know. So I think it's a fun game. I definitely have more fun than I had anticipated with this. It's just some tweaking. You can recycle small workers into scrap. Scrap is somewhat limited. You can't do it until you get the diodes, and that's something we at this point haven't even set up yet, because it requires a facility which is super tedious to make, and there's other things that are more important, in my opinion. So if by the time you're here, you get the old path, you get the elder path, you get the recycler, because hey, what else are you going to put them on the old path? You're going to send them on the old path, and you're of course going to send them to a recycler, except you can't. You have to go this way, and 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 then you have to build it, and not sort of think something else is more interesting and more important. So when it's available in tech tree, it would help a lot with the resource limitation. I think so too. I don't know how much, but it would also mean that you would spend less time on farming resources, because right now everything is lost when a drone dies, because you can't recycle them. So you can upcycle them in some cases. So I think that there's definitely some things that need play testing and some good feedback for hopefully here. Anyway, I'm not going to be continuing until midnight. I think this is a fine place to end. We got the nuptial flight. We saw that happened. And I think that's also where I'm going to be ending the YouTube episode. So I'm going to be recording one more episode where we go for this milestone, and then probably going to be saying like, yeah, now we played that game. Tomorrow, Timberborn, we're going to continue. I like playing that. It's nice and casual and fun. And yeah, Saturday, maybe I'll stream. I don't know. And then Sunday, of course, there'll be Factorio. Did contribute for this, right? Did they ask you for feedback? Nope. They didn't. Only changes to how I did my invoicing. So, everything up to this point. Thank you. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. It was nice. It was fun. And yeah, we'll figure out what else. And I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it'll hopefully continue to evaluate. And maybe in a year's time, someone will say, hey, have you seen that there have been like 10 upgrades since then? And I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's give it a shot again. Maybe. Good night, everyone. Take care and stay effective.